We're just going to start at the very beginning, which is logging into Canvas, getting to your site. So the URL is canvas.mit.edu, and this is going to bring you to the Canvas login page. So everybody should use the top button, MIT students, faculty, and staff, to log in. The other two options are for something that Sloan has implemented. They've been using Canvas for a while, and they have a couple of custom things on their side, but we'll all be using this top button. And I'd like to highlight here that everybody who needs to access Canvas will need to have a Kerberos ID. So if you have students or instructors coming into the class from outside of MIT, they will need to have a Kerberos to authenticate into Canvas. And this is an institute-wide policy. There used to be an option to log in with a Touchstone collaboration account. Those will not work on Canvas, so you need to make sure that people have a Kerberos. If students are officially registered for your course from outside of the university, they'll be given a Kerberos through that process. But if you have somebody who you're just inviting to listen in, like a student, emails you, or you have a collaborator from outside of the university who needs to access your Canvas site, they need to have a Kerberos. If you have a collaborator who's going to join a Zoom meeting maybe and do a guest lecture, if you don't have that Kerberos authentication set up as a privacy setting for your Zoom meeting, they'll be able to get into the Zoom meeting. They just won't be able to access your Canvas course. So hopefully that's clear. Kerberos IDs are the way to go. Okay, so I'm going to click this button, this top button, and this is going to bring me to my Canvas dashboard. So this is where you'll see all of the courses that you are a part of in Canvas, instructor for. And at this point, you should be seeing your spring courses here. If you are teaching a course in the spring and you're not seeing it on Canvas, reach out to your department point person or email canvas-support@mit.edu. The instructors are being added to course sites this semester via the information that the registrar has. So if you are not the instructor of record on a course that you are the instructor for, the registrar needs to know that. So we are, so this is all of your courses. And on the left-hand side over here, you'll see this global navigation panel. This is visible on every page that you'll see on Canvas. And what I want to really highlight here is the help menu down here at the bottom. When you click this, it's going to expand this help panel. And there are several helpful help resources here. So at the top, there's resources for instructors. This is a bunch of resources that have been gathered by Open Learning, by TLL, by other collaborators across the Institute to help our MIT instructors be successful using Canvas. So these are MIT specific. Below that, there are links to Canvas guides and training. So there's loads of documentation and help resources from the Canvas company. Below that, you'll see there's a support hotline and a chat hotline. If you have a Canvas issue, you're seeing something going wrong, you can use either one of those. And you can also report a problem here. So if you see something that seems buggy, if you click this, it's going to bring up a quick way for you to create a support ticket with Canvas. So make use of that. And now we will go ahead and look at our course for this semester. So I'm using this demo course, so I'm just going to click on my course card. And this is going to bring me to the home page for my course. So your course should look something like this. By default, it's going to have this kind of course template in it. And you'll see that there are a few different modules of the course. The instructor module, a week 0 module, a week 1 module. And we have chosen this modular layout as the best solution for the most number of courses. Laying things out but in a week by week modular basis helps students keep track of everything that they need to do for that week. If this layout doesn't work for you, if your course doesn't operate on a week by week basis, or this doesn't suit suit the specifics of how you're teaching, you're not bound to this layout. You can, these don't have to be titled weeks. You can change them to chapters. You don't have to use modules at all, but we thought that this would be like the best solution for the most number of courses. You can create a custom homepage for your course that has links to the different parts of your course, that kind of thing. And if that's something that you're interested in, that's a really great task for the learning technologist in your department. They have helped lots of instructors do that, and they can help you. So that's the first time I've said that, and you'll hear me say it again, and that really is a great thing to discuss with your learning technologist. So at the top of the page, you'll see there's this recent announcements heading. This is similar to Stellar. You can create announcements for your course, and you can do that by clicking on this announcements link over here. This is going to take me to all of my announcements, and right now I don't have any. So I'm going to add a new announcement just by clicking on this blue button, and this is going to bring up this rich content editor that you'll see throughout Canvas. So this editor is visible where you create assignments, where you create discussions, anywhere where you're adding content and explanation, you'll see this text editor. So I'm just going to say, welcome to my course. Hi, everyone. And all of the typical formatting options you would expect to see are here. We have integrated with Panopto, which is a video solution that we're recommending for Canvas and for other remote teaching, just in general. So with Panopto, you can embed a little video message here or anywhere else you see this rich content editor. You can record media. What's nice about using the Panopto, if you've seen within Canvas, they have their own video message recorder, media recorder, which is this drop-down menu here. The Panopto icon is this green ribbon. And if you record video using Panopto, it's stored in the, I guess, the Panopto cloud. If you record media using Canvas, it's stored in your Canvas site and will count against the limit of your files and uploads. So we just recommend that when you're recording media within Canvas, you use Panopto because you have unlimited storage there. So if I want to record a little message to my class, I can use this Panopto video recorder. Oh, here's some beautiful demos that I've done. I can click this record button and do a quick capture message. I'm just not going to get into that right now, but it will embed a little video into your message here. And there's some other settings you can click here. And then when you click save, this is going to stick that announcement at the top of your course site. So right now I'm still on the announcements page, so you can see that this is the only announcement I've created. But when I go home, I'll see that this announcement is now at the top of my homepage. Okay, so moving on from that, now we'll turn our attention to kind of creating content within the course. So as I mentioned, we have the course is structured in this modular layout. So each of these modules contains all of the activities that students need to complete for that week. On the left-hand side here, these links will take you to the page that contains all of the content in that category. So if you click the assignments link, it's going to show you all of the assignments you've created for the course. Similarly for discussions, any of these links are going to take you to like the page for that part of the course. You can grab those pieces of content and add them to the modules on your homepage here. So in week one, well, I'll just start at the top. So there's an instructor module here. This is just resources for you. Week 0 is something we suggest you think about doing. This is a place to add maybe a syllabus, a little information about you and about the course. Below that, we have week 1. So this is the first week of your course. So what we're looking at right here is just the content that is in our template. It's here by default, but You can expand on this, you can delete it, you can, customize it to be your own, of course. So to add content, you'll just click this plus button right here. And this is going to bring you to a menu where you can choose which type of content you'd like to add. If I want to add an assignment, that's what I'm on by default. But if I use this drop-down menu, I can choose any of these different types of content to add to my week. So if I'm going to give the students a quiz, or I want to send them to a discussion, I can put that all within this module week 1. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to add a text header. So that's an option here. And this is just going to help you create more hierarchy, more structure within each weekly module. So instead of just having all of the stuff for that week in there, you can use these text headers to make distinct areas within the week. So let's say I want to add a header for readings, and I'm going to stick all my readings there. I'm just going to click add this item. Additionally, here you can indent. So if you want to create different levels of hierarchies, if you have readings and then subsections of readings, you can play around with that. But I'm just going to add a text header here. It's added that here at the bottom of my page, or the bottom of my module. And if I want to maybe add that to the top, I can just grab it using this reorder, these buttons here, click and hold and drag it to the top. And then I can stick all my readings under there. Maybe I want to add another text header that's for the quiz. I'll just stick that in, and I can grab my quiz and bring it under here. So you get the idea, just a way to add some more structure to the module. And then from there, you probably want to add assignments to your course, or some other type of that kind of content. So a note about assignments. With Canvas, we are recommending that instructors think a little bit differently about assignments when they're creating them within Canvas. The reason for this is that there is a calendar feature of Canvas that holds all of the content in a course that has been designated as an assignment with a due date. Because of this, we're asking instructors to kind of think about all of the activities that you want your students to complete by a certain date as an assignment. You can make assignments ungraded, so it doesn't necessarily have to be an assignment that counts towards their grade. But if you call it an assignment and give it a due date, it's going to roll up to that course calendar and just make it really easy for students to see what they have to do for that week or for the month within your course. So to add an assignment, again, I'm going to click on this plus button here, and I'm going to choose assignment. This is showing me all of the assignments here that I've already set up for my course, including the default assignments that are going to be in this template. But if I want to create a new assignment, I just click this top button, or this top option for new assignment, and then I'll call this, I've done so many of these, I'll just call this assignment 2. I think that should be fine. So I'm going to add that to my course. It's down here at the bottom. So right now what I've created is sort of a placeholder for this assignment, but I haven't added any content or instruction to the assignment. To do that, I'm just going to click on the name of the assignment here. And this is going to take me to the place where I can edit this individual assignment. I also could have gotten to this assignment and all of my assignments by using this assignments link over here, which is why you'll see that it's showing me that I'm on the assignments, I guess, part of Canvas now. So assignment 2, to edit this assignment, I'm just going to click this edit button here. This is going to open up, again, we're going to see that rich text editor, and I can add any of the details and directions for the assignment here. If I want to add a link for the assignment, I can do that using this content editor. Embed an image. Again, you can embed media, and you can also attach files to an assignment. This is like a slight change from the fall semester, how you add files to assignments, and to anywhere you see this editor, how you're going to attach files is using this icon that is a page with the corner bent down. So if I click on this button, it's going to expand these 3 options. I can upload a document, which is just uploading from your computer, as you're probably used to doing. Course documents is going to show you all of the documents in Canvas for this course. So that includes anything that you've uploaded for this course and any of your documents that have been migrated from a past Stellar course. Those will all be included in your course documents. User documents is all of your documents across all of your courses on Canvas. So if you teach multiple courses and you have multiple Canvas course sites, all of the documents for all of your courses on Canvas will be in that user documents folder. I don't have very many documents, but I can just show you if I want to add one of my documents. If I clicked course documents, it's going to pull up this files view, and I can just select the document that I want to add to my assignment, and it's going to stick that right there. So now I have attached this syllabus, which doesn't make any sense as an assignment, but I've attached this document to my assignment. Okay, so I'm just going to close that editor. And then looking at the assignment further, there are all kinds of ways to configure and to configure the assignment and customize. That's the word I was trying to think of. To configure and customize the assignment. So you can see, of course, you can change the number of points. You can set up different assignment groups so that when you're looking at your page of all your assignments, you can see them split into distinct groups, which again helps you stay organized and can also help with grading if you want to set up in your grading policy for the course different weights for different categories. You can do that. So if I click on that drop down, it's going to show me all of my assignment groups. I can change the way the points are displayed. Submission type is an important one. So this is how students submit to the assignment. That drop down has options for online, on paper, and external tool. It's likely that you'll be using online submission. So when I click that option, it's going to give me some more options beyond that. I think a popular one here is file upload. So if you have students uploading a Word doc or a PDF, you can choose file uploads here. And then beyond that, you can restrict the file types. So if you only want to accept PDFs, if you choose that, and then just put in the extension type, students will only be able to upload PDFs, which is great. You can set this submission attempts. Excuse me. You can also set up group assignments. So you can create small groups within your Canvas site, small groups of students. And when you designate something as a group assignment, just one person from the student group needs to submit it, and then you can, it will apply to all of the students, and then you can choose whether to grade them individually or to give one grade that will apply to everybody in the group. You can include a peer review component to your assignment. And then another nice feature here is the multiple due dates. So you can assign this to everybody, or you can assign to particular sections within your course or particular students, and you can give it a due date. I'll say this one's due February 11th. And then if I have, say this is an assignment where some groups are presenting on Monday and some are presenting on Wednesday, I can give those groups 2 different due dates. So I can set up another due date, and maybe I just have one student going. Then I can set up multiple due dates for different students, and students will only see the due date that they have been assigned. Okay, so I'm going to save this assignment. And then I'm going to pop back to my homepage where I can see all of the modules and all of my content. And I added that assignment down here on, it's assignment 2. So that's now a part of my week 1 module. And let's say, so yeah, let's say at this point I've added all of the content that I want to my course, and I'm ready to make it visible to students. I'm ready to publish. There are 2 places where the course needs to be published. The first is the entire course itself needs to be published. So by default, your course is in an unpublished state. My course has an assignment that has been graded in it. So I can't actually republish this one. So I'm going to just show you a different course site so you can see what I'm talking about. This is a separate demo site that I've set up, but you'll see this on your course, this course status button up here, unpublished and published. So the first place you need to publish it is here. So you'll want to click publish, and this is what's going to make the course published and visible to students at MIT. Okay, sorry for the confusion here. I'm popping back over to my original demo course. So this one's already published. It's already in that state. And the next thing I need to do is publish the pieces of content that I want to make visible. So these circles with a line through them indicate content that is unpublished. When I'm ready to publish it, I can just click on that button and it's going to cascade down to everything within the module. So I don't want to publish my instructor module, that's just for me, but I do want to publish week 0. You can see all of that's published, and I do want to publish week 1. You can see that now that is published, and I can choose to leave some stuff unpublished in various modules. So maybe I don't want to publish this quiz yet. Yeah, so you can, and then you can publish as you go along. If you want to release things within a week, or you want to release your entire course at once, or on a module by module, week by week basis, however you prefer, it's fine. Okay, so at this point, it's a good idea to check and make sure that students, you have published the things that you want, and that your course is set up in the way that you want students to view it. So if you want to check that from a student view, you can use this little glasses icon up here. Clicking that is going to take me into the student view. And now I'm looking at this as a student would. I see there's a new announcement to check out at the top of the page. I'm not seeing the instructor module. I'm seeing week 0. I'm seeing week 1. I'm not seeing that quiz. These little icons are indicating that I've missed the due date for these assignments in my course. And I'll also show you here the course calendar feature that I mentioned before. If I click on view the course calendar, I can now see all of the assignments in this course. Most of mine were due in January, so there's not a lot happening in February in my course, but you can see that the pieces of content in the course that I've created as assignments and given them a due date, they have rolled up to this course calendar. So again, just showing you that this is a handy feature for students. I'm going to leave the student view using this button here. And this is going to leave me on the calendar page, but to get back to my course, I'm just going to click the courses link over here and pop back into my demo course. So now I'm back on the home page for my demo. Okay, so that's like really quickly how to get content assignments into your course. And now we'll look at a couple of the other tools that are available in Canvas. The first thing is our Zoom integration. So if you are using Zoom for your class, you can schedule your Zoom meetings right through Canvas. So if I click on this Zoom link over here, this is going to open the Zoom menu, and I can schedule a new meeting through this interface. It looks very similar to the interface that you see when you're scheduling a meeting just through Zoom. You can set the date, you can make it a recurring meeting. And what's great about this is that when you schedule your meetings for the course, when you schedule a Zoom meeting for the course through Canvas, these meetings roll up to that student calendar view that we just saw. And you also have a calendar view as an instructor, but they roll up to the course calendar. So again, just making everything kind of live in one place, quick way to see everything that's happening in the course. I just wanted to point out the security features here. You can require a passcode, have a waiting room, or require authentication to join. If you choose require authentication, everybody joining the Zoom meeting will need to authenticate with Kerberos to get in. And then you can also choose to record the meeting automatically. Okay, so I'm not gonna schedule, well, I can schedule it. I'll schedule this meeting. Okay, so when I go back to my Zoom page, I should just see that I have this upcoming meeting today at 2 o'clock. I'll still be in this meeting, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. So one other thing to note here, we have an additional integration, or another integration, which is Panopto. Panopto is our video recording solution. So if you are recording lecture videos, or you want to create videos where you're lecturing and you have a slideshow going or a presentation as well, you can do all of that using Panopto. I'm not going to get into Panopto during this session, but that is a great thing to talk to your learning technologist about. They can help you get a grip on how to use Panopto and the features that'll be the most useful for you. You can edit video pretty quickly with Panopto. It's quite user-friendly. But I just want to point out that you can also integrate Zoom with Panopto. So if you do that, this is also, your learning technologist can help you with that. All of your Zoom meetings will be added to your Panopto folder. So if you want to edit your Zoom meetings a little bit, you can do that using Panopto and they'll just integrate together seamlessly. Okay. So turning our attention back here to some of the other tools here. There's a discussions feature in Canvas if you want to set up discussion boards. One thing that's really great about the discussion boards is you can make them graded. Just as you made a graded assignment, you could make a graded discussion. If you do make a graded discussion, you'll see that same kind of editor that we saw when we made the assignment. So you can require students to upload media, for instance, if you want to have students share some videos or share recordings, like audio recordings, you can do that on the discussion board, and then you can grade students' discussions, and just to encourage participation or any kind of grading that you want to set up. Maybe expanding on that a little bit, one thing that's really nice about Canvas is that it has a lot of flexibility. So many of the tools and functionality that you see in one place in Canvas exist in many places. So for instance, making a graded discussion, as well as of course, a graded assignment. You can also add that peer review functionality that we saw in the assignment to a discussion. You can really use a lot of the tools that you see in one place in Canvas and other places. The people link is how you can add people to your course. Your enrollment should be based on the registrar, so you shouldn't have to do much of this, but if you need to add somebody to the course or add an additional teacher to the course, you can do that through this menu by clicking this people button. This is going to bring up the option for you to add people. The collaborations link, this is just a way to add a shared Google Doc to your course. And everybody who's enrolled in your course will automatically have access to that Google Doc. So we've heard some instructors mention that this is handy for them for collaboration, kind of live collaboration during class time. And it's nice because, again, it just lives in this Canvas ecosystem and students can access that right here. We also have an integration with Piazza if you prefer that as a discussion tool over the built-in discussion boards. And then I'm going to show you how to customize what's visible on this sidebar here. So if I go to settings here, the first page you'll see by default is the course details. This is where you can change the course card image for your course and set up a couple of other details here that you probably won't really touch, but if you want to change the image, you can do that here. And then if I click on this navigations link, this is going to show me all of the tools that are available to add to this navigation panel. So the group of items that are in this list here are visible to students on this navigation panel on the left-hand side. If I want to hide them from students, I can just grab them from here and drag them to the hidden links area. It doesn't mean that you can't use those tools in your course, just that they are not visible as quick links to students. So for instance, I think I have quizzes down here, they're hidden. I can still add quizzes to my course, just there won't be a link on the navigation panel to take students to all of the quizzes. So if you wanted to, you can rearrange these tools here. The other, another place that you can find some tools is in the apps tab here. This is showing you external apps that we've integrated into Canvas. Dropbox, MATLAB, Piazza, and the redirect tool. I just want to point out the redirect tool. This is a way to add a custom link to this navigation panel here. So if you use an external website a lot in your course, maybe it's your MIT website or some other site that you want students to have a quick way to access, you can use this redirect tool to just create a link that will live in this navigation panel here, that when students click it, it will take them automatically to that external web page. Okay, I'm gonna go back home. And the last thing that I'll show you is your account settings. So this is important for communicating with your students. If I click on the account and then notifications link here, this is going to bring me to my account notification settings. This is showing me my settings for all of my course activities. So these settings apply across all of my Canvas courses. They're not specific to the course we were just working in, and they're only changeable by the user. So you as an instructor can't change the notification preferences of your students. But if you're going to be making announcements in your course, it's a good idea to just remind your students to turn on notifications for their announcements to make sure that they have that set to notify immediately. Also, if you want to see the announcements that you post in your own course, you also will want to make sure that the announcement created by you setting is set to notify you. So you can control that in your account settings. Okay, so I'm just go back to my course here. You're in the demo course, and I'm just gonna look at my notes really quickly to see if there's anything that I maybe missed. I'm not sure if this is gonna, okay. Oh, I did miss one thing. This is an important thing, grading assignments. Okay, so once you have an assignment, students have submitted to it, you're gonna wanna give them grades. So how do you do that? Well, I'm going to click on the assignments link. This is going to bring me to all of my assignments. And I had some of my colleagues submit submit files to this project that I set up. So, okay, so I'm on my assignments. I'm going to click on the name of the assignment that I want to grade. And you'll see up here in the right-hand corner, there's this Speedgrader option. This is Canvas's built-in grading tool. So when I click that, it's going to open a new tab and take me to the Speedgrader for this particular assignment. So this is where all of the submissions to this assignment are organized. Oops. I can browse. I just have to move my little Zoom box here. I can browse through the student submissions using these arrows. This is going to show me each individual student's assignment. And then I can grade them using the Speedgrader tool. So up here, there are tools for annotation. There's a variety of tools here. This one just lets you kind of point to something and leave a comment. You can highlight text that the student has written. You can add a little text box yourself to leave feedback. You can strike through text if you're telling them, you know, that was not right. And then this is a free form comment tool, kind of like to write letters with like a pen. It doesn't work great on desktop, but if you have the tablet and a pen, or a tablet pencil pen thing, you can use this tool. It works really well in that setting. So I should also mention that there's a Canvas app, a mobile app. There's one for instructors and one for students. So if you download the mobile app, you can use the Speedgrader there, and the pen functionality works really well. If you've set up a rubric for your assignment, that rubric will be displayed over here. So I'm just going to click View Rubric. I had enabled a rubric for this. Why isn't this working? Okay, well, I'm not sure why this isn't expanding. It's probably user error here. Oh, there we go. Just not grabbing in the right place. Okay, so now as I'm grading, I can, well, this type is tiny, but I can see the student's work and also refer to my rubric. So if I say, this student, you know, gets a 5 here, it's going to automatically add 5 points to their score on the rubric. I can add comments on that particular part of the assignment. And then when I'm done grading, I can add assignment comments that apply to the whole assignment. And again, down here, you'll see some icons that we've seen before. You can attach a file to the assignment, upload a little media comment or a little audio recording if you want to give that kind of personalized feedback to the student, which would be really great. So that's the Speedgrader tool. That's the built-in Canvas grading tool. We also have an integration with Gradescope, which is another option for grading. I think that has been popular for some courses, mostly in for exams. If the Gradescope is something you're interested in, that's also outside of what we're going to cover in this demo, but it's a great thing to talk to your learning technologist about. Okay, so I'm just going to close out of the Speedgrader here, and that will wrap it up for the demo, everything that I wanted to cover.